Hi, I'm Andrew, an entrepreneur and a computer science student,
Hi, I'm Verene, a psychology major student.
and you're now listening to the Ink Thoughts podcast, where we ponder and talk about incongruous thoughts ranging from our daily life to the human mind.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Ink Thoughts podcast. How are you? I don't know why I messed up that part, but yes, how are you, Verene? I believe many things have happened over this past week, and then we are now recording on a Sunday. And for you, you have just, I think you woke up at like 10 a.m. or something, right? Today. Well, that's the time. 10 or 11? Is it almost 11?
9. I woke up at
9.
9.
Okay. Woke up at 9. So theoretically, you got like 5 to 6 hours of sleep.
Yeah, around there.
And this is right after the day you got like around 3 hours of sleep.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, that's why it's been an exciting trip. I mean, not exciting trip, exciting week, because things have happened, and then both of us went on vacation. So I just came back from Cambridge and Brighton as well, and there was a detour to London, which is quite interesting. But yes, so before I start my story, so let's start with Verene. So yes, Verene, what was so exciting about your last week?
Okay, maybe I'll start from the beginning of the week first because this vacation is just like yesterday and the day before. Yeah. Okay, so
Okay.
actually at the beginning of the week, I was very stressful because I have a lot of deadline to meet that time, but at the same time, a lot of stuff happened in my work as well. So it's not like you have the deadline, you can focus on that only. You still need to do many other stuff.
Okay.
Which takes up a lot of your time as well. Yeah, and that particular thing that I was doing is not fun at all. And it is literally energy draining thing to do. Yeah. But anyhow, I still need to get it done. So I've been very stressful, and of course at the same time the other thing that happened makes me feel very stressful as well. So actually on a Wednesday I had something to do with my car, so I went out and so before I went out, that was a working day. I was working from home, just that I changed to another place. So I asked my friend if they are free. So it happened that they are free, then they come over to do their stuff also after lunch. Yeah. So I went and put my car to that shop for something that to do with my car. Then I went to the shop for lunch and I started working there. So yeah, sometimes although you are focusing on work, but sometimes because your friends are there, you still talk a bit. So they actually talk about something.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm interested. Like is this moment kind of like what you saw back at my house when my aunt was there, and then with my mom? It seems she is supposed to be working from home, but then it doesn't seem like she's working. She pretty much spent most of the time talking with my mom. Is it like those moments?
Not to that extent, because most of the time
That's great.
Most of the time we are still working, just that sometimes you need a small break or something. Yeah. Then we started talking. So they were talking about English name actually. So my friend just made fun of it, and it was so funny that I can't stop laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Then eventually I laugh until I cry. It's like it's not because the tears came out is not because of me feeling too happy or what. It just turned my emotion into like crying mode.
No, seriously. So okay. So that was because you're actually sad, or like because of something else, basically. Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
just like something that to do with my emotion. Yeah. So that actually scared my friends out because there were 4 of us, including me. So one of my friends actually knew about it because it happened once before. So she know. But the other 2 guys, they don't know at all. So the moment they saw me started crying, they were like so freaked out. They don't know what happened, and did they do anything wrong or something else that triggers me or what? Yeah. But at the same time, I was crying, so I cannot explain.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically, it's just me being too stressful, and it happens that I don't know. Whenever I laugh until an extent that I'll turn into like crying mode.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. So
okay.
So after that day, actually, it was a good I think it was a good decision to work outside because, change of the environment actually helped me to be slightly more productive compared to be at home, because the deadline that I need to meet is really, the thing that I was doing is really very annoying for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So after that, it's still like very stressful working days, 2 days. But on Friday, it was super tiring for me. Yeah, because of the work stuff, something just happened in between, which is, I don't know, out of so many days, it had to happen on that day itself.
Okay.
Yeah, so me and my colleague, we were like super tired after the clinic. Yeah. So, but at the same time, I was a bit excited because I'm going to Genting after work with my friends.
And you managed to stay up like for 24 hours, even though you've been really tired the whole day.
Actually, it's whole week. I didn't sleep out actually for the whole week. I keep waking up in between. And
okay. Oh, you okay. Wow. Okay, that's terrible.
Yeah, because I now I understand how the patients feel and they cannot sleep.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. During work, I have no. I can't really think of the fun part yet because the work itself is like, yeah. I just have to focus 100% on it. Yeah. So like after that, when I was really, really tired, but there's still about 2 hours to go, then I thought, oh yeah, later I'm going to Genting, so it helps me a bit to stay up to finish my stuff so that I can leave on time.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah, because half of my friends already went. The remaining 4 of us, because we have work and something else to do, so we went after work. So after work, the first thing is I'm really tired, so I decided to sign out on time and go back home.
Oh, that's cool. That's
yeah.
cool. That's amazing. Oh, that's what you should do. Not like they're paying you overtime or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, so after that, I just come back and shower and quickly pack my stuff. And then, then my friend came and fetched me. Then here we go.
Cool.
So on the way itself, we were talking and, just laughing. Everyone was not that tired. Maybe because, we are feeling very excited. We are going for vacation.
All right, that's great to hear. That's great to hear.
So here start my vacation.
Okay.
Oh, I just realized it's like 8 minutes already. For the first time, I'm sharing this long of my story.
It's fine. Just go on. Just go on. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this episode could be like contain most of our sharing and all that, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Okay. So we communicate with the other half of my friends, like where they are, have they had their dinner or something. Then in the end, we decided to it's actually supper for 4 of us, but it's dinner. It's dinner for them, but sorry, my English just messed up. It's supper for them, but it's dinner for us because we don't really have time to eat yet. We just quickly eat some bread in between to So we decided to have a meal when we reached there before heading up to Genting. So
okay.
So after that we went up to Genting. We walked around for a bit. Then we went to a bar. Actually, is that a bar? I don't know how to differentiate though.
I think that's a bar.
Okay.
I think that's a bar. I think I think that's a bar. Like you basically drink there and then But I mean, like the difference between bars and club is that bar kind of just serves drinks, and then club comes with music where people dance and all that. Like I guess the point of club is more about the music and dancing, and then bar is just about drinking.
Okay. Yeah. So, but that is actually something like a bar, so-called bar street, like a lot of bars there. Yeah, and then it's like super noisy. This is the first. I mean, the music are so loud. Yeah, we can't even hear each other. We have to shout.
Okay.
Yeah. So we were there. having fun. Yeah. So my friends were super high. I don't know, is it because of the alcohol or just them being very, very happy and excited.
Mm.
Yeah. It's very funny looking at them like this. But I guess it's good. Maybe it's a like stress relieving thing for them to do together. So yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
we spent some time there, and it's pretty late already. And I think a few of my friends gets a bit tipsy.
Oh, okay.
It's not drunk. They are not drunk yet, but yeah. So we went up and we went up there and take some photos before we go back to our Airbnb.
Mhm.
Yeah, but it's actually very late. I can't remember what was the time, but so at the end, we went back and a few of them wanted to watch a movie. So they actually sleep later than me. At first, I think okay lah, I joined them and watch, but I think just for 10 minutes, I
So
realized
did they
that
ever sleep?
huh, they sleep,
Did
but
they ever sleep?
they sleep, but lesser than me.
Or did they have a nap? Like I feel like
I
they
was-
are having a nap instead
yeah,
of
true.
actually asleep.
Yeah, true.
Interesting. Okay, that is really
Yeah.
crazy.
So I think I watched the movie for about 10 to 15 minutes, and I realized my eyes is actually closing. So I decided, okay, fine, I'll just go and get a sleep because I'm really tired. I don't think I can stay up for the next day, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So I go and sleep first. Then when I wake up the next day, actually they are all awake already. I don't know why they are so yeah. Don't they feel tired or what? I don't know. So we decided to quickly pack things up to check out from our Airbnb and go back up to Genting to take our brunch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we had brunch and then walk around and yeah. So there's nothing much happened, but after that we actually went into the casino for our first time.
Oh, you went to the casino. Wow, that's cool. I've been to a Genting casino, but it's like in the UK, so I'm not sure if that actually counts because the scale over here is like a lot smaller than what we have in Malaysia. But yeah, did you try your hand on
No.
anything?
No, I didn't. But one of
Okay,
my
never
friends,
mind.
they tried.
Oh, anyone got a jackpot or something, and then you guys get to stay there. Okay, obviously not because now you're back. So yeah.
No,
but anyone
they
won
just
anything?
no, they lose the money. They just play for fun. Yeah, but I do
Okay,
realize
okay,
one
okay.
interesting thing though. Inside there, most of them are like auntie uncles.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really see any youngsters.
Gambling is a old thing, you know.
Oh.
Gambling is an old thing.
Okay, true.
Gambling is an old thing.
Forget
It's not
about
like an
it.
in thing.
Yeah.
I mean, probably I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't recommend. Not personally, I wouldn't recommend gambling or gaming, as they are said in the UK. It's quite interesting. They call it gaming in the UK, but probably the industry does need to find ways to make it more youth facing because I don't know. I think that the things that youth are looking for is slightly different compared to gaming and all that. Yeah, but go ahead.
Yeah, most of them are auntie uncles, and I do see quite a number of like I guess they are maybe in their 60s or 70s. Those age. Yeah, they sit in front of the machine and they play. So I'm like, okay, interesting. but I don't.
Yeah, literally. I mean, that's what happens. I mean, even in United States, where I actually first, which was my first time actually seeing all this, because in the US, if you go to casinos, actually it's quite funny, you know. In the US, you don't see so-called casinos everywhere, but they have. As long as they get the license, they can build it pretty much anywhere. And then on the Las Vegas Strip, the whole street is all casinos and all that. And then once you get, unlike in Macau is kind of similar to Las Vegas, but it's like the Asia version of it. But I've never been to Macau, but from what I heard, it's not the same in Las Vegas as it is in Macau. So in Las Vegas, you just walk into any of the hotel, you'll literally just see slot machines on the side, and even on the at the airport, everything there's already slot machines right there. So of course there's other form of gaming as well. Like there's like roulette, there's like blackjack, all those kind of stuff. So it's like just literally scattered across the hotel lobby. Like the hotel check-in area is like a tiny part of it, and then the rest is pretty much like slot machine and all that. And then you can see people like literally sitting there, like because now it's not even like back then where you will have to like put tokens or like put money or something like that. You literally just top up a card. You just tap it, and then it constantly just drains the money from it. I'm not sure if it's the same in Genting. Is that how it works or something? Or do you put bills in?
I think there's actually a card that if you hold that, it's easier for you. But if you don't have, then you can just get a temporary one that is valid for about 3 days. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. So I guess it just kind of makes it easier. So yeah, that's like kind of how it works. In Las Vegas. So pretty much everyone you can just see how the casino works. But I think in Macau it's still a closed up area like how Genting works. So but then in UK it's like it's worse, better. I don't know. I guess the culture is a lot better where even though we have casinos everywhere, you don't see them crowded with people, and you just see a few people there. So yeah, like literally everywhere. Like even right in Nottingham, I guess there's around five casinos. Of course, they are like small ones because they are like everywhere, but there's just not that many people. So yes, back to you.
Yeah, so this is actually our first time going into a casino, and the main reason is just that we have never really seen it, so we wanted to have a look. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually, I don't know.
Wait,
I don't know.
all of you have never seen it, or just some of you?
I think most of us. I'm not quite sure if
most of
everyone,
us.
yeah,
Okay.
but most of us never.
Okay.
We went inside. I've never seen a casino, so everything is based on my imagination by how people describing it. But yeah, it's actually not like.
Is it like 2 floors or
yes,
like something
yes,
like that?
Two
right?
floors.
In
Two floors.
Genting? Yeah, I've only seen images and some leaked footage because I've never been to Genting Casino. So okay, that's quite cool.
Yeah, it's 2 floors. So the moment I said, like, oh, okay, it's like quite large though. The whole area. Yeah. Then there's a lot of like screen, even for those gambling table where there's a person serving the card.
Chips and all that.
Yeah. That
the card
they uses screen as well. So the whole place, I feel like it's kind of like quite modern and all. It actually looks nice. Yeah. And the light is not like what I imagine is very dim or what. It's kind
like
quite
dim and dark,
bright.
something like that. It's actually, yes, it looks more proper than ever. I mean, like they are rich and all that. Definitely, they want to make it nice and all that. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So, but one thing that I don't like is the smell. Because people smoke inside, and it's like aircon place.
Oh, wait, you can smoke inside?
They don't really put a sign saying cannot, so some people smoke inside, but not many lah. But anyhow, the smell will still stay there.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's just one thing that I don't like. Other than that, I think it actually looks quite cool. Just that I'm not into gambling. Actually, I don't understand at all what they were playing.
I mean, like what did they play? I thought they just played like slot machine. I mean, I wouldn't think that they'll play anything that's on a table, which is like poker and all that, because I mean those take time and all that. So didn't they just play like slot machine? Isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, not only my friend just try out the machine. Yeah. So I look from the second floor. I look down.
You're referring like the others and all that.
Yes. Actually, I don't understand. It looks simple, but I don't understand what they were doing.
Oh, right. Okay, I get it.
Yeah,
okay.
And it's actually not noisy at all. People are just like sitting at their place, very silent, looking at their cards and paying money. Yeah.
Right, it's a money earning business. They need to be quiet. No, just kidding. They're trying to earn money off the table.
Yeah, it's actually quite cool to see though. Yeah. So after that, because my friend topped up the card for I don't know how much. So the moment that they finish off the money, then we go out because the queue to take out the money is very long. They just feel very lazy to go and queue up. So he said, okay, let's try. If it's finished, then you are done.
Okay, cool. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. So after that, we go out, and then we actually went to the indoor theme park area. So at first we never thought of playing because the queue is long, and it just don't really looks right.
Wait,
like
you guys never planned to play? Getting into the theme park?
Actually, at the beginning when we were planning to go to Genting, we actually wanted to go to the outdoor theme park. But after that...
Oh, you're talking about the indoor theme park.
Yes. But after that...
but what happened?
One of my friends... Because earlier, I think just 2 weeks ago, we went to Kuantan.
2 days ago, isn't it? Not 2 weeks, right?
Huh?
Oh.
Okay,
2 weeks ago we went to Kuantan.
Yeah, so
I know one of your friends just like went there a few days ago, isn't it?
Yes. So he actually went to the outdoor theme park with his colleagues. So another friend, he said he preferred a budget trip lah. So yeah.
Oh.
So in the end, like, okay, fine. We are not coming for many days, then we just chill around, and we are all fine with it.
Okay, now it makes sense. I was literally wondering, like, cause like you guys spend the whole night at the bar and then not enough sleep and all that. So like, like how are you guys like getting the value out of the outdoor theme park ticket?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess so you guys
didn't
go to the outdoor theme park. Okay, cool.
So we didn't go to outdoor theme park, so we go to the indoor one and walk around. At first we didn't plan to play as well, but suddenly one of my friends saw one of the ride. I just now I actually went and searched it up. I asked you to wait for me.
Okay. What's the name?
I think it's called Super Glider. It actually looks very fun though. It looks very fun, but I fear heights, and it's like super fast. So two things adding up together, I feel like, oh, okay, I don't think I can do it. So at first I thought of like challenging myself, but I have a second thought, and I realized that no, I don't think it's the first thing that I should try out, or else I don't think I can survive.
Okay.
Yeah, so they say, okay, let's go and play. So another friend of mine, he's not very interested in playing, so he just doesn't want to go. Then he stayed with me. We were chatting together, waiting for the others. The queue was long, but not as long as some other.
I think I played this before. I think now that I got to the page, I think I played this before. But back then it was in the outdoor theme park. I think they modified it a bit and then put it in. But yes.
Yeah. So me and my friend were chatting down there, waiting for them. Yeah, we had some deep conversation, which I find it very cool.
Deep conversation.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So after that, the moment when they came down, they say actually it was fun, but it's like too fast until you can't see anything at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then because one of my friends, she's a girl, so we were about the same height, so we were not very tall. She say when the ride is going on, actually her ear keep knocking,
buzzing or something.
The side that cover, everyone has their own place, right? Yeah, the place that cover our body and neck, actually, because we are not that tall, so it actually reached her around her face area. So when the thing keeps turning around, she just knock into the board something. So it's very painful actually.
Oh, okay.
Because for the guys, they were taller, their head is actually outside, not inside. Yeah. So after that, because we have extra 4 tickets for any other rides, so they were saying, let's see what me and another friend can play. Yeah. At first, I didn't really think of it lah, because everything looks, not that.
I guess they are either really childish ride, which are like really like family rides and all that, or others which are not that special as well.
Yeah, that's
from
why.
what I see.
Yeah, that's why. So in the end, we decided like, okay, let's go and try out. I think its name is called Disco. on their
okay,
website.
that one. Okay.
You know that?
Okay.
It looks like you are sitting on a
I'm looking at it
motorbike.
because I'm on the website, so.
Yeah, so yeah, I kind of like challenged myself and try it out. At the beginning,
Okay.
it was still okay because it's like not moving too fast. But in the middle,
Okay.
I scream like I don't know because I feel like I'm flying out. You know, I just can't.
Okay, that's
I
cool.
just
That's
can't
cool.
stand it. I really I think at one moment I really can't stand it anymore. Luckily, my friend he held my hand. Then I feel calm.
Okay.
I feel a bit calmer.
All right. Okay.
Or else I don't know what
That's interesting.
what am I going to do. I really can't stand it anymore that time. So the moment it stopped, I was so exhausted. I just sit there, I cannot move. And then my legs and hands are shaking.
Okay.
But I don't
That
regret
sounds
doing
interesting.
that because I feel like, I challenged myself. I don't dare to
It's
do
cool.
this
It's cool.
kind
Would
of
you do it
stuff.
again?
Maybe yes, but I need someone else to accompany me. I won't do it alone.
Okay.
Yeah, if someone else can accompany me, maybe I'll try it out again. Because I feel like although fear heights doesn't really make my life very uncomfortable or very inconvenient, but I think that maybe I should like start challenging myself a bit by a bit, trying things out a bit by a bit.
That's great. I like to hear that. Amazing.
Yeah,
I love hearing that.
That's why I decided to go for this ride.
I'll be the one that brings you to the super glider next time. I mean, that's not that scary. I tried it. It's quite fun. I mean, but I agree with that. I quite agree with your friend. Whereby, like, usually, like all this roller coaster and all this, it is thrill. It is fun. But then you're lining up like 30 minutes just for 30 seconds of fun because.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a roller coaster. Like you can't unless some of them there is like, it does come with some storyline and all that. Then for those actually, it does take a bit longer. But those are cool on its own, I guess. Yeah, it's not just about like the roller coaster through and all that. So yeah.
Yeah. True,
That's
true.
cool.
Yeah, because at the beginning I saw people screaming like, so I'm like, oh no, can I even do that? Then even just by imagining, I'm sweating like, my palms are sweating. I don't know. Yeah. So I guess that's the.
No, that's it. All right. Okay.
So actually, we decided to have a breakfast together this morning at Bangsa.
Oh, seriously.
Yeah, but
And you guys went all the way to Bangsa,
we
like
didn't-
after 11, like after you wake up.
No, we didn't because most of them didn't wake up,
Wait, what?
and then some of them say they want to continue sleeping. At first we say 9 a.m. we'll go out, but yeah, in the end we didn't go. So we say okay, let's have a lunch somewhere
It's
near
like
our
a joke,
place.
man.
Yeah, because everyone is like
It's
super
like a
tired.
joke waking up at 9 and then you're heading to Bangsa, which is, I mean, because you're living in a suburb and then like Bangsa is quite close to the city, which is really crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure about the traffic condition right now, but then it just sounds really crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool. Interesting.
But then, every time whenever we had a trip or something, the moment we came back, we feel like we don't want to leave each other. We just want to keep
Again.
seeing each other.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it happens this time as well. That's why we went for lunch and breakfast just now.
Okay. That's good. Interesting.
Yeah, I guess that's the end of my story.
Okay, cool.
Oh my god, I used up half an hour for my own story.
It's fine. I mean, like, it's rare that this happened. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so how about your trip?
Yes, I was waiting for you to say that. But yes, okay, fine. Okay, so finally my turn. Amazing. So yes, after your amazing vacation and all that, I mean, so before that, let me check. Actually, I do need to actually always refer back to my calendar to check out what actually happened in my week, because I mean, other than the vacation, which I obviously remember, but if we talk about any special things that happened, I can't really remember fondly, I guess. Actually, even like Monday, because I went out on Thursday. Amazing. But then Monday to Wednesday, I was still in Nottingham. I was still in my room pretty much the whole time. But, damn, I actually don't remember. I was like, I guess I did some pretty usual stuff. I was like searching for jobs, editing some videos to post, recording videos, playing games. Yeah, I was really into Minecraft. I guess one of the days, I think it was, when was it? Yeah, Wednesday, right after I finished my video editing. I think I was playing a lot of Minecraft as well. And yes, Wednesday, originally, I ended the call early with you because I wanted to call with another person, you know. They contacted through LinkedIn. It was like a social media marketing company, all that. But yeah, in the end, he actually canceled my call because he realized that, you know, I'm not in the target audience, I guess. I mean, you know, that's how business works nowadays. You know, you're just trying to contact out people. You kind of be nice through the chat and all that, and then in the end, you probably just like cut it out. I don't know. It probably happened that way. But yeah, like after that, pretty much spent the whole night playing Minecraft, and then the next day, Thursday, woke up early and prepared to go for my trip, which is amazing because it's the Platinum Jubilee holiday. Because the Queen has been on the throne for like 70 years, which is amazing. So it's kind of a huge holiday. Originally, that's just a spring bank holiday, but then now with the additional Queen Platinum Jubilee holiday, it's a long weekend, which is rare in the UK because like on average, we only get like 8 days of bank holiday or public holiday in Malaysia. And now this year we're actually getting 9, so amazing. And
just like you say in Malaysia.
Pardon?
Just like you say,
oh really?
Bank holidays in Malaysia.
But like public holiday in Malaysia, but bank holiday in UK. Okay. Yeah, but so it's a rare long weekend. So, and since my friend is working, and he asked whether, you know, want to go for a trip, and why not, right? I mean, even though I came to a UK, I've never been to London. All this while, I mean, I've been to Heathrow, which is kind of considered London, but of course, obviously, most people go to Heathrow because it's an airport.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's I've never been to London. I've only been to Sheffield, and where else? Actually, not much. I've been to Manchester for a run and all that, so never actually been anywhere to travel. So this is my first time actually going a few places, which I went to Cambridge, Brighton, and in the end, there was a detour to London, which is quite cool. So finally got to step into London and kind of see how it kind of works. So yes, on the first day, Thursday, so we actually went to Cambridge. Cambridge, amazing. The train was delayed, which is terrible, you know. EMR, East Midlands Railway, so it's kind of like the operator for our area kind of got delayed, and so we kind of missed our second leg of the train. Terrible, but I think we kind of get a refund for it. We're just waiting for the process. So in the end, we have to buy another ticket. So because we have to exchange in one of the stations to head to Cambridge, that's why we missed our train there because it was delayed for like 20 something minutes, and we actually preferred it to be delayed even further because it has this quite interesting system for the train delay claim and all that. So if it's delayed for 15 minutes and above, you can get like 25%. If it's 30 minutes and above, you get 50%. 45 minutes and above, you get 75%. And 60 and above, you get full refund, which is amazing. But now that it's like stuck at around 25 minutes, obviously we can only get like 25% instead of like a better 50%. So at that point, we're like, might as well just get a 50%. But of course, it didn't delay further. Luckily, I guess by the order of the boss, they decided not to delay any further to prevent more losses. So yeah, in the end, we kind of exchanged at the station called Ely. Quite interesting, like literally ELY, Ely. And then to Cambridge, it was like just a 15 minutes ride. And then it was a very, the replacement ticket was really cheap. Actually, it's like £220 per person with rail card, which is like kind of a discounted card for students and all that. So kind of ended up in Cambridge. Amazing place, even though I have to say that the Cambridge station is very far away from the city center. We had to like walk 30 minutes, but I have to say that the weather in UK currently is perfect. So I mean, at least for me, my friends are still feeling a slightly bit of cold. I feel perfect. I can, and I even felt a bit hot because I was wearing like kind of sweaterish, like the waffle shirt. If you knew the waffle shirt that I bought from Uniqlo, it's kind of like sweaterish, but it's like kind of, I guess it's considered thin kind of sweater. It's more like styles instead of trying to warm, but of course it's long sleeve and all that, so it contributed to some kind of warmth to my body. So we kind of went to Cambridge, walk around, because Cambridge is mostly like looking at things and all that, and checking out old monuments, old places and all that. It's actually quite interesting. I guess we can consider Cambridge a city campus because it's kind of spread around the city, and then it takes all forms of building as their campus, like as their faculty building. Literally, suddenly when we are just off a river where they offer punting, which is actually a form of boating, but instead of like paddling, you are using a steel stick, to kind of push the boat away. Like, cause like I think it's not that deep from the river the riverbed isn't that deep. That's why you can like literally just stuck the whole pole onto the riverbed and then kind of just nudge the boat forward. That's how it works. And yeah, so right beside that, there was like a building which you just imagine like a shop with like just 2-story shop, and then there's just like multiples of shop, and then there's like street in between them, and then it was quite interesting when we realized that there's like a bridge on the second floor heading to the other building, and then we thought like, oh, it's just an interesting structure, and it turned out that building is actually their faculty of architecture, which is really interesting. And then it was just right opposite the bar. Like, oh, cool, very cool. Yeah. But then like around Cambridge, it was cool, quite far from the station, but we spent the day walking around, checking out a few stuff, went to the King College Chapel, I think, Chapel. It was really impressive, I mean, I guess the one thing that sometimes it's kind of like, going there, it's kind of like the expanding box kind of experience, because no matter how much time you spend traveling around Malaysia, checking out historical sites and all that, Malaysia's history is quite limited. Most of the things are after 1900s, and few of the things which are after 1800s. And when we talk about after 1600s, even there's less of it, like probably just a stone, just a tiny statue or something like that. Rarely there's all this kind of stuff. And when we head to Cambridge, literally the whole place is like, 300-400 years old. I'm not sure if I'm stating the right word, but basically it's pretty much older than most of the so-called historical sites that you see in Malaysia, which is, it's quite mind-blowing seeing that, all this stuff. I mean, we could have spent a lot of time there, but I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm not that into studying all this stuff, and I didn't really stand that, and it was really tiring because we did not leave our luggage. We were just bringing a backpack. We didn't leave it with our hostel. That's why it was really tiring and all that. So we kind of just want to get through it. We kind of just want to get back to the hostel. But it was really cool looking at all this stuff, checking out all this cool stuff. There was the mathematical bridge. Apparently a bit. I'm not sure why we can't get in. Probably we could have get in. We found a way, but we never really did that. It was mathematical bridge was a bridge which used no nails. It's actually a wooden bridge, but it used no nails at all. It was just using some kind of mathematical theorem and all that, which was able to make it support itself, something like that. And people were still walking on it, which is cool and amazing. Yeah. But then, other than that, there was around church. There was a few churches. There was like, we went to the river. We went to several museums in University of Cambridge. One of them, which is really impressive, is actually the Museum of Zoology. Actually, that's kind of like the only one we went to, Museum of Zoology, because it's literally, there's so many animal samples inside. I mean, because the university is like so old. I'm not sure if probably some of them are even not ethical, but it's back then, probably a few hundreds ago, but it's really impressive and it's free. It's not a huge space, but then just the sheer amount of research and the sheer amount of work that was put into it over the past 100 years just makes it really impressive. I don't think there's any form of museum that's related to animals or anything that can actually beat that when we compare it to Malaysia. Yeah, that is really another new skill of excellence. So we went there, walk around, went to their mall. There was a Tesla shop there. There's an Apple shop there. I was like, why don't we have either of those in like Nottingham? But yeah, like we
that's
walk
why
around. We
you
actually had.
sent me that picture asking me to buy you.
Oh no, that one's in Brighton. That was another one. I mean, Brighton, there was another Apple store. It's just Nottingham that for some reason doesn't get favored, and then we don't get an Apple store. But yeah, so we actually had Malaysian food there. There was like a market square, has some Malaysian food there. Actually, I would say that it doesn't matches the level of Malaysian food. It's funny. Originally, we wanted to order 3. So we wanted to order 2 chao kway teow. So it's that kind of fried kway teow, fried rice noodle or something, and fried rice, Malaysian fried rice. But the thing is, like most of the Asian shops here, which is a terrible thing, they only accept cash. And it turns out that among all of us, we only have £28 in cash. And we don't really want to travel to get ATM. I mean, we were lining up and all that. So we settled for just 2 because one dish was like £10. And that was actually the right choice because the thing is, if we would have ordered 3, it would be too much. The portion is actually quite big. But the thing is, I would say, of course, it doesn't. If you were to ask me whether those food actually taste like the Malaysian counterpart, no, it doesn't. But my friend did particularly enjoy it because the kway teow is different and the way they cook it is a bit different as well. They aren't using a wok. They were just using like those kind of like the teppanyaki style of grill and all that, and then they're just like cooking on it. So it's not really like frying the right way or something. Yeah, and so it tastes slightly different, but I actually do really like it. My friend did really enjoy it, but I do really like it. I guess it's because the flavoring. It's not about how the food actually tastes, but it's actually the flavoring, because the flavoring, unlike other food in UK, which is a bit, they taste a bit less. Yeah, because it's, I guess UK food in general are slightly healthier, so it doesn't taste that salty, that flavorful and all that. But Malaysia, yeah, we are very, we care about strong flavoring and all that. That's why when we had that, it was amazing. The taste, I really like all those soy sauce together. But after that whole meal, it actually felt very oily. Like they put in a lot of oil and all that, and that's where I realized, like, Malaysian food is really oily and a bit too much seasoning, I guess. But it was amazing. It was amazing. I mean, once in a while having that would be amazing. Even though I have to say that it does take quite some time to queue up, because there was just like it was just a couple doing everything, and then they have like a menu of like 20 items, which is not easy, so it kind of took some time. So after that, we went to have some gelato. Gelato was pretty much normal, but the price was okay, $2.50, because considering that the ice cream here is like just so like £1, £2 as well. Like those that you get from Walls or Nestle, it's like £1, £2. So like a $2.50 gelato was nice. At night, we actually have steak. We have beer as well, beer and cider, which is amazing. And a fun thing is that we actually went to a cemetery as like to visit, which is quite cool. And then that time is actually around 8. It's almost 9. I mean, 9. Wait, was it 9? I think it could be 9 by that time, actually. Yeah. But I was vlogging, but obviously I didn't vlog that part because it's just not nice in my personal opinion to vlog in a cemetery and all that. But it was cool, because literally my friend Z, he kind of did all the research for the Cambridge part of trip, so all things came up, and then cemetery is one of the places on TripAdvisor, which is funny. Yeah, and then I mean there was quite a few good reviews there, and so we decided to go. I mean, another friend of ours, Datlim, he didn't go because I think he's a bit superstitious. I mean, like personal, like everyone have their own choice, so he probably prefer not to go, or maybe he's just afraid of ghosts. I mean, it's okay. So we went there, but yeah, like if I told you that this place was kind of like on TripAdvisor, has a few good rating, how would you imagine this cemetery to be? Like, how would you imagine it to be?
I think maybe I'll imagine it like a very nice place being taken good care of, and maybe it doesn't look scary.
Would you think of it as like more of a park or something like that?
More of a what?
A park.
You mean a park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually exactly what I thought of. So I kind of thought of it. I thought of it that way. I thought it would look that way. It's kind of like a park, something like that. Because I mean, well, tourist destination like it should be something like that. So we kind of walked there, and then we realized that it's run down even more than expected. So it's like totally run down. Imagine like those cemetery in Malaysia, like those Chinese cemetery where it's free and all that. There's a lot of weeds and all that, quite messy and all that. It's actually at another level where it's a lot worse than those. So there's like trees and everything, like trees, trees. And it's so, imagine, okay, how do I imagine it? So it's like a rectangle shape, and then there is a central where there's a cathedral. So there's path around the cemetery. Actually, it's inside the cemetery, but then there's like one outline around it. And then there is 4 paths in the middle leading towards the cathedral. I hope you can kind of imagine that. So initially, what I thought is that, like, when I enter, because we enter from the bottom left. Like if you are looking at this, like a map on the wall, it's like on the bottom left corner. Yeah, bottom left corner, where we enter this part, I thought I will be able to see directly into the cathedral or even to the other side of the cemetery, because I thought it's like a park, something like that, there's just cemetery nicely lining up in the middle and all that. Turned out, nope. All weeds, all trees, everything is covered. Of course, not like forest level tree where like everything is covered and then like scary and all that. There was just like a few trees separated among the cemetery and all that. And then but the interesting thing is that there's actually a board there. So talking about the history about this cemetery, the cathedral, there's some statue which is actually some art installation by University of Cambridge, and then there's like a few notable characters cemetery tombstone, which you might need to check it out. Of course, we didn't see that because when we actually check out that sign, it was the time when we were about to leave, so we didn't travel in again. So we went in, check out the cathedral. The cathedral is actually gone, so there's only the site left. You can kind of see where it was placed, and you can walk around. Of course, it was actually around 8 or 9, something like that. But of course, because now in our spring and going to summer weather, the sun is actually still there, so it's still bright and all that. And I guess the one main reason that contributed to the less scariness is because there's still, unlike the cemetery in Malaysia and all that, we have pictures on our tombstone. They don't have it. They just names, and then most of those tombstones are older than Malaysia. They're like 1800, something like that. Yeah, it's like really, really old and all that, which is really interesting. It's actually interesting. And when we got to the middle of the cathedral, there's like chairs over there, and then there was a guy, I don't know, he was just like on his AirPods and then like doing something on his phones. And there's people like trying to pass it also. I mean, like you can kind of get to the other side of the street through the whole cathedral. So I guess people which got used to it just kind of take it as a path there, and yeah, so you kind of just visit the whole thing. It was really interesting. We went there and then got back. So yeah, that was. I don't think actually other part of Cambridge. I mean, there was a lot of nice photo spots. Okay, there was like nice shops. There was a lot of shops trying to sell Cambridge items, Cambridge University perks, swags and all that. I'm not sure which one is the official one, but there is a Cambridge book publishing store, something like that. So they actually sell Cambridge school. I mean, like all those that you can buy in Malaysia. But there are a lot of not just like academic books. There's like actual books, which okay, it's kind of academic, but okay, it's not like for schools and everything. So it's like for other purposes. Personal interest and all that. Although some can get really academic, it's like literally they have a store 2-story just filled with all those books, which is really interesting. And we kind of joke that even if you even as long as you write a book in Cambridge, in University of Cambridge, you'll be sure that there's at least one place that will sell your book. Yeah. So, but yeah, like pretty much that's kind of the whole thing in Cambridge. Like, it kind of just took us a whole day. I mean, I'm not someone which spends the time reading everything on the museum and all that, but if you do that, probably you can fully maximize like probably a 2-day 1-night trip. But for us, a one day trip is actually quite sufficient. But yeah, like and this is after that we actually checked into a kind of hostel thing called YHA. It's kind of like a popular organization in UK where they have a lot of hostels scattered across the UK. I think it's just UK. I'm not very sure. Maybe it's in Europe as well, but it was scattered across the UK. So we got that because it's the cheapest. And I think for more expensive option, there are hotel rooms, like budget ones, but we got a room of 4 for a room of 4 beds, and then the toilet is shared, which is okay because it's just 3 of us taking the room of 4, so it was in the room for 4, so it was cool. We had a great sleep. It was a bit warm because they don't have air conditioning, and they kind of have fan but me and my friend, we have this differing opinions on how cold it is. My friend thought it was very cold, that's why he turned off the fan, and I had to take off my shirt to sleep, like I think at midnight or something. So that's what happened. But yes, that's kind of sums up for the Cambridge trip. So what we did was that. So that's it for the part 1 of this podcast episode. If you'd like to continue to listen to the part 2 of this episode, do follow us on various social media platforms and your preferred podcast platform, and you get notified when that comes out. So thanks everyone for listening, and hope to see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the podcast. If you enjoyed, do share with your friends and family and leave us a review on the Apple Podcast. If you're not using an Apple device, you can leave a review on the Apple Podcast website with a link in the show notes. If you have any feedback or thoughts which you hope that we'll discuss in the future, feel free to email them to us at hello@incthoughts.com, or alternatively, you can send us a private message on our Facebook, Instagram or Twitter with the username of incthoughtspod. Thanks again, and see you all next week. Bye bye.